All right, welcome back to TriFecta Airsoft Podcast and TriFecta Airsoft. This is Z-Rock, and I've got a guest on here, which most of you guys actually know. He's been around the channel for quite some time and is one of the moderators on our Discord channel, our Discord server. Helps out with running that and has been very helpful with our channel and our videos, and always commenting and welcoming new people, and always welcome on our channel, and we always appreciate him. Zombie13, thank you, sir, for being here.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah, it's been awesome, man. I remember the first, I can't remember what giveaway it was or what happened, but I remember sending you the hater. Wasn't that it?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. And that was kind of the first interaction that I can remember, like, you know, kind of a bigger interaction that we had with you, and kind of an introduction. But how did you find our channel? How did you find us on YouTube, or you know?
If memory serves, I think I had just gotten into airsoft, like maybe 2.5, 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
And I bought a G&G CM16, or the Raider.
Yep.
And I had the orange tip on it, and I was like, I want that orange tip off. Like, I need this to look more real.
Yeah.
And I did a quick Google search or YouTube search or something like that, and then it popped with you guys that had a video, and I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna watch this. And it was real quick. If I remember correctly, I think it was Cole that was going through it and showing you how to take it off. So I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And then like a suggested video came up, and it was unboxing.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna check it out. So I just started digging deeper and kept watching more and more of your guys' videos. I'm like, man, these guys are awesome.
That's cool, man.
And like, I think there was a Box of Awesomeness one that you guys had. And I remember hearing about them when I first started, and like, oh, I told Brandon, he's in B Hall on the chat, and I told him, like, these guys do the Box of Awesomeness, you gotta check it out. So I kind of got hooked after that.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, we boy, speaking of Box of Awesomeness, we had so many in the beginning. Like, all four of us would order one, and we'd all get it. Like, we never got bumped out, or it was easy to get at the time, a lot easier when we first started our channel. And we were doing a lot. Like, we got all of them when they, that first few months we started our channel. So we had April, we had one in March, but our video didn't come out until like the first week of April. And then we had the April, not April Fools or whatever it was, and then it was May, Memorial Day, and then there was the June 6th.
There's the D-Day.
Yeah, the D-Day.
D-Day.
Yep. Then there was Father's Day. Then there was July 4th. And and so and all four of us got each one of those boxes. I mean, we started out with just like 20 boxes, bro. Like, it was crazy. We started out like with a lot to open, and a lot of stuff to start out with, and then we start reviewing those. But that's pretty cool. I remember, like I said, doing the giveaway, and then I was like, oh shit, this guy, Zombie. Oh yeah, that's cool. That was a cool, screen name or whatever. The way you spelled it with the Z like that, or the X like that, and but I remember you got the hater. We are having technical difficulties, I think, and looks like we lost our guest for a second here. We'll see. We'll take a short break and see if he gets back with us.
Come back. The internet dropped a second.
Yeah, I can start to hear you a little bit. Yeah, your screen froze, and then you were like this, like right in the middle of, and then just stopped. It's like the all the movies where it does that when they're on like, Mars or something, and the connection goes bad. And then usually an alien, comes and snatches them right after that. So, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So what got you into airsoft? Like you said, you got into airsoft a few years ago.
Yeah, I played paintball many years ago and fell in love with it.
Yep.
More like a woods ball thing, And the cost prevented me from continuing to play. So I fell out of that. And then my brother-in-law, Brandon, one day said, hey, for my birthday, we're going to play airsoft. And I remember hearing about it, 15, 20 years ago, and thinking, oh, it's these soft little BBs like that. That's for little kids. I'm not going to play that.
I felt exactly the same way.
Yeah, because you hear airsoft, and you're like, oh, it's those little rubber pellet things.
Yep.
Like those things are not. So yeah, I went to a birthday party thing at our local field, and I mean, as soon as I held it was a KWA M4. I don't know which version or whatever, but held that in my hand. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, I love this already.
Right.
So it's just been a full blown addiction ever since.
Yeah, if paintball would have come out with replicas back when I was into it, I probably would have stayed with that. Because that was, I liked paintball. I liked the fast pace of it. I liked the paint splatter, You felt something, with weight that hit you. So, I don't know. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we used to have a blast. We had an old pallet factory up in northern Wisconsin we play at.
Okay. Dude, that's awesome. Is that where you're from? Wisconsin?
No, I grew up in Michigan, Lower Peninsula, Michigan, and lived in Wisconsin for about 11 years.
Okay. And then what took you from there and then you went from there to Cali? What took you out there?
Outsourcing. I was working at a place and I thought I was going to retire from. They outsourced my job to Thailand. So it was like 2,000 jobs going on at once, and I was part of that.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of that went on over the past, 20 years or whatever. Yeah. And then how long you guys been in California?
I've been here for about 11 years now.
Okay. Yeah, long enough to get settled in for sure. And then now your brother-in-law was he already living in California?
I'm not certain when I first moved here.
Yeah.
But he was down in the Bay Area when I first met him. He still kind of lives down there. He he drives back and forth. He commutes on the weekends as his wife and his son live up here in the northern part of the state. So he was a Air Force guy, so he's been all over the place.
Oh, okay. I don't think I knew that about him, actually. Yeah, Brandon's been on our channel for, almost as long as you have. I mean, you got him, so he got you into airsoft. You got him onto our channel. And, it's been pretty funny. So, we've known B. Hall on here for, like I said, quite some time. So I don't think I knew that he was, prior military. Yep.
Yep.
And then, so now do you guys obviously play together when you go, do airsoft events or whatever?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just did Operation Lion Claws.
Right.
Military simulation series. That was number 20th anniversary. And we just did that down in Victorville, California, a couple weeks ago.
Is that
a blast?
Yeah. Is that was that a far drive for you guys there?
I think it's about, it was like 8.5 hour drive.
Oh shit. Okay, so that's like real commitment. Like it wasn't convenient for you guys to get there.
No, not at all. That's the thing with California. So way up at the top of the state.
Yeah.
And it was LA area, basically.
That's pretty wild. Okay. So now this is a pretty big event, Lion Claws, and they have that type of event, or hosted by that group, throughout the country, right?
Yeah, correct. They actually have one, I think, coming up in Carlisle, South Carolina, pretty soon. They do one up in Pennsylvania. I can't remember which old factory that was. There's like an old Lay's or Dorito factory or something they play in that area.
Yep.
But they're going to go all over the place. It's a big military simulation. It's put on by John Liu. He's I guess he was at Tiananmen Square when the tank rolled up on the guy.
Oh,
so
shit.
He's seen some shit.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Did he start that group or that team, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like the founding guy. Started it all 20 years ago. I guess he started off going to these conventions for like G.I. Joes. He's a G.I. Joe collector, and they had like airsoft guys out in the corner, and somehow just ended up falling into it. It was some crazy, weird backstory. You never would have thought that.
See,
he just took it and ran with it.
You and I knew that airsoft was just for little kids, okay? You're having G.I. Joes and airsoft together. We just knew, okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's some really cool history. I'll have to check that out. I know that that I had heard. I think actually one of our viewers, maybe you and Todd, were talking about the one in Carlisle, or letting us know about it. And so yeah, I'll definitely have to look into some. I'd love to go to one of their events. Now you guys didn't you get to do like an APC, or they had some pretty good vehicles there?
There it is. Yeah, they had Humvees, and the APC was a track version of it, and I don't know what era. If I had to guess, it'd be like Korean War era, somewhere in there, maybe before or a little after. But we got to ride in that at the end of one of the days. It was awesome. You don't get to ride in military vehicles all the time. Right. So
yeah, that little that tiny ass cramped, smelly APC box in there. Yeah. So, and I think, didn't you get a group picture with John?
No, I was there with the Gorilla Airsoft radio guys. They've done the podcast for, I don't know, 10 years or so, I think.
Yeah.
But got to run with them, and they're truly guys. Like, they're, just down to earth guys. They're not this big like airsoft celebrity that you kind of think they would be, because they are celebrities, but they don't act like it.
Right.
They're just genuine people like you and me. Like, go to work every day, and then they play airsoft.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, how did you find out about those guys? Just within the searching around for airsoft stuff, you found their podcast?
I think I did find their podcast, and I had it saved, and then Brandon had been listening for a while, and he's like, you got to listen to them. They're awesome, and I was like, okay, I'll get to it. Unfortunately, with my job, I can't listen to stuff like that. I used to have a job where I could just put an earbud in and not worry about anything, but now I'm kind of dealing with customers at work all the time, so I've got to be able to. So one day I started commuting back and forth to work. I had a half-hour drive each way, and it's like, I'm going to start listening to Guerrilla Airsoft Radio, and I listened to an episode, and they're funny fuckers. They have some of the most fuck around for a podcast, and then like it's like a 70% fuck around, 30% airsoft. So they keep it fun and lighthearted.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that coincides with the 70% looking cool and 30% tactical on airsoft stuff, whatever. Oh yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, I know. That was the first time I heard of these, the Gorilla Airsoft podcast or radio was from you talking about it or posting about it, and I think I saw actually on one of your unboxing videos. And speaking of, you started your own YouTube channel not long ago. And so how did that go, starting out?
The first thing I did was like an off-camera unboxing. Actually, I have see if this. Nope. Here, I'll just turn it on. So I have the this G10. I did an off-camera thing. I didn't want to be seen, and I don't know what it was that changed my mind. There was just one day I was watching you guys' video, and I'm like, I can do this. Like, I'm gonna just try it, and I did. I can't remember what the next thing was.
I'm so glad we built your confidence. You're like, if these dumbasses can do it, I can definitely do it. I know everyone talks about that, bro. Like, I don't like seeing myself on camera. I'm like, you're not drinking enough.
And there was something, I think it was a live stream or something. Somebody asked, like, how do you guys do it? And everyone was basically like, at first it's weird, but then you get over it. It's second nature. And it took me probably 3 or 4 videos, and now I'm like, whatever,
Yep.
Screw it. Everyone knows what I look like, and it's going to be a part of it. So I just kind of ran with.
It's really difficult when you start out your own channel. For me, the most difficult part was, I'm editing my own video. So I got to hear my voice and see my face and see how dumb I look and how dumb I sound like 100 times because I'm editing, I'm cutting, I'm making cuts, I'm going back and watching it, because I want it to be right, And, oh yeah, I'm like, I am so sick of looking at myself on camera. Oh my God.
I've heard the same sentence that I said like 60 times. Oh. I'm just going to cut the same thing out.
I'm going to tell you now, it's been the most, the best thing for self-evaluation. Like, I learned all my little nervous tics. I learned, what I say, how many times I say, I mean, just how many times I look over here or over the, whatever I do. It was funny. I remember when when we started, Coltrane, he had his glasses would always slide down his nose, and he would always push them up, I mean, like every 5 seconds. And at the time, we were using the phone microphone. We didn't have the the one you put on, and we didn't use the recorder all the time. So every time he would do that and he would be talking, it would block. You couldn't hear those couple words he was saying as he did this. And I was like, dude, me and Chris were like, dude, you got to stop touching your face. Stop touching your face. And he's like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, he didn't realize he was doing it. We showed him the video. He's like, oh, shit, I didn't know, But when you're editing your own videos like you were doing, when you started out, like, you notice every little thing, 100 times. It's difficult to get over that. So now you've got how many videos? You got, a handful of videos on your channel, mostly unboxings, right?
Yeah, maybe 10 or so.
Yep.
Yeah. I just got a chrono, so I'm going to start doing reviews here pretty soon. But
I was just going to ask.
Yeah, mostly unboxings.
I was just going to ask if you were going to get into doing reviews and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to go super in depth in detail. I don't have the time for the legwork. I'm just going to do like a half-ass jackass review or something.
Shoot yourself in the nuts.
Yep, that one hurts.
Right. Oh my God. I remember early on our channel, I can't remember, it was a couple months in, and since we started the channel, it's like from day one, I was still making fun of airsoft. I was like, we're gonna start this channel, we're gonna do this, whatever, and but it's for kids. This shit don't hurt. Like, there's no way. And I remember it was early. Like I said, it was like our second month. We got the D-Day BOA, and I got the Sterling, and I remember I went out and I put a little video on our Instagram of my hand, what my hand looked like after they shot it with a full mag. And I remember I had my youngest son, like, they were all nervous. They were like, "Dad, I don't want to shoot you with this. It's going to hurt." I'm like, "It ain't going to hurt. This thing, these little plastic BBs are not going to hurt." And yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I still have that video. I have it saved on my phone. It's just like your hands are just torn up.
Dude, it was bad. And I have a couple pictures. I can't remember if we posted them on Instagram or not, but I showed a comparison like this, like 2 days after. And I had my regular hand, and then this hand was just like this high. It was so puffed up. It was so swelled. I mean, I was like, okay, I'm never making fun of airsoft again. And now when I see these videos that they, people post where, like, the rage videos where people are, going full auto at each other, like at, 10 feet away, I'm like, oh, ow, oh shit, that's gotta hurt so bad. Oh yeah. Well, that's cool, man. Man, it's been a real awesome time doing this channel, and then seeing you start your own channel, and of course having you part of our Discord server, and always being supportive, always being there with helping some of the new guys get in on our server or on our channel. You're always there. You always catch the little things I put into videos. I mean, like right away. And, something for you guys that are listening or watching this video, once in a while I put in a little mystery question somewhere in the video. Now, I used to do it at the very end, but I started putting them at random spots in the video. So a couple months ago, I guess, I put out a video, and I did one. I hadn't done one in a long time, a mystery question on a video. And I put one in, I think it was at the end of the video. And I kind of put an extra long pause at the very end before I went into it to see if, kind of trick people, whatever. And you were the first one. I mean, like, the video released, and it was probably a 10-minute, 12-minute, whatever, 10-minute video, 8-minute video. And like 13 minutes, like 2 minutes after the video released, or, after the length of the video, you responded with the right answer. I was like, holy shit. It was crazy, dude. But, and nobody else answered the question. Not one person. And usually I'll wait a few days.
See that?
Yeah.
I can't believe that. So I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm a completionist or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Like, I like seeing it tick out to the end because, you doing YouTube videos, like you can put in like your suggested videos and you can make your own stuff pop in. So I'm like, oh, like let's go back and watch some of the older stuff, and that didn't pop up. I'm like, wait a second here, and then it just rolled with the question. I'm like, all right, I got this.
Oh my gosh, that was funny, dude. Oh yeah, and it was I was expecting at least one or two other people to respond, and after like 2 days, nobody did. And after a week, I was like, holy shit, nobody saw it. I was so excited. I mean, I was excited for you because I was like, all right, well, one person, I'm going to give them a really good mystery box with something, decent in it. And I can't remember which pistol we sent you, but it was a pretty decent one.
The Sailing Arms.
Yes, the gold. Yep, with the gold. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The courage to do my own channel and everything, it really comes from you guys and how genuine you guys are with your fans,
Thanks, dude.
Doing live streams, and even before live streams and the giveaways and everything, it was just, you could tell that you guys were the real deal, and it made me feel like a part of the family,
Awesome.
and being on the Discord server, just meeting everybody and greeting everyone. It is like the TriFecta is like, it's a family thing, to me. So it's gone a long ways now. What, like 2 years that I've been around. So it's definitely been a little bit of a confidence booster for me too. Like I said, I never wanted to be on camera. Like this year right now, like this would have never happened 2 years ago.
That is so cool, man. I am really glad to hear that. Thank you so much. That's a really good, a big, huge compliment for us, from you. So thank you so much for that. And when we started the channel, one of the things I told the guys, I remember when we were starting and we were looking at our views and analytics and subs and all this kind of stuff that you start looking at when you start a channel. And I was like, I can't remember how it came up, but I remember telling the guys one time, they brought up something and I said, I don't care about that. I don't care about the views right away. I'm looking at creating a team. That's what I wanted. I wanted to create a team of people. I wanted to do something different than just put out a video and be kind of abstract, or withdrawn from our fans. I said I wanted to build a team. And that was my goal from the very beginning. And that's why we started the Discord. That's why we've always done, we talk to you guys when we're doing the video. Like, we're not, Now, I definitely had, in the beginning, our channel our videos have changed over the time. Like, I was getting into the green screen and I was trying all these different editing techniques and, just learning.
Yeah.
But from the very beginning, we wanted to have a channel that wasn't just, hey, let's put out a video and then work on the next video, put out a video, work on the next video. We wanted to connect with our viewers. If it was 10 viewers or 5, whatever, we didn't care. Like, we want to connect with people that would end up, feeling like we're a part of something. And we feel the same way with you guys. Like, it's not just us doing this. Like, we feel like, we're all in this together. And that was the actual thought behind starting the Sunday shout-outs that I did early on. Well, I guess, I didn't start it right away. It was probably a few months in, but, that was the idea behind it. Like, I want to give the camera to you guys. I want to give the props to you guys and do that kind of thing. So, yeah, to have you say that is a huge compliment to us, and I appreciate it, man. So speaking of your channel, when you started editing and stuff, what editing software do you use? I was curious about that.
I can't remember the name of it now. I started off using like a free GoPro.
Oh, okay.
Just an app out of the Google Play Store.
Right.
And I recently found a thing in the Humble Bundle. They have like multiple programs and games and stuff sometimes for like $1. But I paid the $15 or $20 for like 2 different like professional like video editing. I'm still trying to figure those out. They're pretty complicated.
Yeah.
But I just found another is like Director or something. I can't remember what it's called. It's up on the phone, and it's really super simple, intuitive. Like I can add in pretty much anything I want now. So I don't know if it's showing in the next couple videos that I'm going to do, but I can add in everything I want to just the way I want it. So I'm probably going to stick with that for now.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, for real. Cool. Well, man, it's been great talking to you and finding out how you got into airsoft and starting your own channel. I mean, you're off to a pretty good start, bro. Like, you've only been in airsoft a couple years and starting your own channel. You know what I'd love to see is on your channel is have B Hall, have your brother-in-law on there, and you guys, do some airsoft podcast, or talking about your gameplay or whatever, since you guys play together a lot, and that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I have some scope cam footage I need to go through from Lion Claws, and hopefully by the time September rolls around, I'm going to get a GoPro so I can wear it for Copperhead, which is down in Playas, New Mexico. It's like out in the middle of nowhere, New Mexico.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's gonna be badass. Like, you're closer to the Mexican border than you are any U.S. city.
That's awesome, dude. Yes.
So yeah, I'm hoping to get some good footage from that, and like maybe try some gameplay stuff. I don't know. I feel like the CQB stuff is good for the kids, but like for people like you and me, it's the strategic, like more military style stuff that's gonna pique other people's interests. So I'm hoping to put together something like that.
Now, are you guys driving? That's a long ass drive from where you're at, New Mexico.
It's like 18 hours straight through. So I mean, we're one of the guys from Guerrilla Airsoft Radio, Joe. We drove down Thursday to be on the podcast, and he let us stay at his house. He's had quite a few different airsofters come through for different events, and they always spend his place, and it's
start his own Airbnb.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we're probably gonna do the same thing for Copperhead. Drive down, and then when they leave at like 3:00 in the morning on Thursday, we'll be carpooling with them, because they stop at like a fireworks stand and shoot off fireworks at each other.
Yes. That is awesome. Hell yeah, I cannot wait to see that kind of footage. Yeah, that would be cool as hell, bro.
Yeah. And that's Victorville. The Operation Lion Claws is like the Georgia Air Force Base, and it's been abandoned, and walls kicked out and everything. It's like a war-torn village. It's really cool. So
that is cool.
I'm hoping some of the footage came through from that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it, man. Cannot wait to see it. So we'll give some props and plug to your channel. What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Call sign Zombie13.
Okay, and I'll put a link on the screen here, and you guys can and in the description, and you guys can go check out his channel and his unboxings, and hopefully some really cool gameplay stuff coming up. I know it's rough to go through the taking however many hours of GoPro or scope cam footage and trying to work it into a video. I know I definitely know how much work that could be. So we look forward to more content from your channel. Always appreciate you, man, for all you do for our channel and for our followers and viewers. And so any way we can support you, and of course, with all your guys that are going to be, following you on your channel, we appreciate everything you do, man. So thanks a lot for coming on here, man. This is really fun. We started out as we were just going to test this out and see, how we work. And I was like, well, shit, it's working good. We'll just, let's go ahead and talk.
So, let's nail it.
Yeah, man. Well, we're actually 2 hours away from doing our own unboxing here in a minute. So we are going to be putting out, that video will come out probably in the next 12 hours. Like, as soon as I'm done filming it, I'm going to edit it and post it. So sometime Saturday morning when you wake up, it'll be ready to go. So hell yeah.
That anxiousness I get from my unboxings, I feel it with you guys too. So I'm like, I want to see what you get.
Yes, definitely. Well, thanks, Zombie, for hanging out with me and being on our podcast here, and being the first one that we interviewed this way on our channel. This is pretty cool.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. I really do appreciate everything you guys do.
Thank you, brother. All right, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Later, bro.
Take care.